Hello, everybody. This is Denise Barrett with The Real Deal, and thank you for joining me today. I am on phase 2 of selling my own house, so I'm inviting you onto my journey so we can see how well this is going to go. If you have any questions or any specific concerns about your own property, you are more than welcome to send me a picture and I'll give you some thoughts and tips on how to highlight your property to make it look its absolute best. So let's start by talking about what staging is for. It's not about saying anything that's not true. It's not about overemphasizing something that is not accurate. What it is about is highlighting the best characteristics of your property. It's not about your furniture. It's not about your decor. It's about the property. So what are some of the key features? Windows and their view, fireplace, any architectural embellishments that are particularly outstanding that you want to draw attention to, those kinds of things. Now, what also I'm going to say is that I'm not all about having you spend a lot of money to do this. You are going to be very successful shopping in your own house and putting pieces of furniture in maybe some spots that you weren't expecting. Just because that chest of drawers is currently in a bedroom doesn't mean it's not going to make a great accent piece in the den. And moving pictures around to where they make sense in terms of size and scale. But when we're talking about pictures, remember we're talking about art pieces. Not family pictures. The family pictures we got rid of. So the staging phase. This is a bittersweet phase because your home is never going to look better or smell better or feel better than it does when you're done with this phase. And so you're going to look around and you're going to say, man, why wasn't I living like this before? And man, someone else is going to get all this coolness now. But we've made the decision to move. This is where we are because we want the folks who come to visit the house to feel welcome and feel like they belong there so that they will put in an acceptable offer and you can move to where you want to be. So let's talk about some specific areas of the house that I think have really important features that we need to talk about. The first is the outside. Remember, we start on the outside when we're talking about first impressions and appeal of a property. You'll want to make sure that the flower beds are tidy and have fresh brown mulch. I put my brown mulch. Here are some pictures of what I've done to my landscaping. And remember, I did this at the beginning of the preparation to sell because I want the plants to fill out before the doors open. So that has been done. Concrete has been power washed. You're going to want to do that too. Make sure that your outside lighting fixtures are clean and have working bulbs, that sort of thing. So you may also want to consider putting some sort of decor or vignette right at the front door, which kind of sets the tone for the house. Don't go crazy here. Just a couple of pieces. You don't want any tripping hazards and you don't want to bombard them right away. A nice wreath on the door, a planter not too far away, something like that. I'm going to be showing you some examples. You can look at them over here of what a really nice front door area looks like. So feel free to drive around and look at other people's houses. Take a look at HGTV. In this scenario, it's going to be your friend when it comes to giving you some visual ideas. Again, if you've got a problem area, just drop me a note and we can talk about it. So the entry, we want to make sure that this has it can have a piece of furniture, but you don't want to have to maneuver around it. It's nice if there's a mirror there. You want to make sure that this area smells nice. This is the first time someone's coming into the home and they want to have a nice experience. So those are some items to consider. If you've got a rug right there at your entry, I'm actually going to recommend that you take that up for a couple of reasons. Number one, it may look like you're hiding something underneath that rug and someone may peek underneath it anyway. But secondly, you don't want it to get dirty with people tramping through your house. So go ahead and take it up. You're going to pack it anyway. So a key area that I want you to focus on here is the kitchen. No big surprise. It's a really important part of a home purchase. Number one, super, super clean. It has to look like no one has ever cooked in this room. And it needs to smell good. And it needs to show that there's enough storage for people to put their belongings. And people will be opening up your cabinets. So my advice to you is go ahead and get rid of anything in there that you're not going to move. If you've got a big old stack of margarine tubs that you put your leftovers in, get them in the recycling, get them out of there. We want to show negative space between the items that are in there, because that gives a feeling that there's plenty of storage for folks to put their stuff. Take off all of your little appliances. Sorry, it's going to be inconvenient for a little bit. You're not going to be able to throw stuff into your little toaster oven or in your blender to do your smoothies for a few weeks, but that's okay because they have to be packed away anyway. So keep that in mind. Always make sure that the floors are very clean. The trash can is outside in the garage, not in the kitchen, and make sure that your pantry is organized as well. Bathrooms are very similar to kitchens in that they need to be sparkly clean and have a personality. By that, I mean some really thoughtful decor. Not a lot of it, just enough to set a tone and make it feel like a pleasant place to be. I always recommend having a small plant in the bathroom. They love it, number one, because of the moisture in there, but it gives a sense of life and freshness in that room, which is going to be really, really important. The primary bedroom. This is a place where people go to relax and unwind and undo what the day has done to them. So here is where we want to use hints of luxury. The bed should be beautifully made. If there's a chair in the room, make sure that there's a throw on it. This is a great place to put plants too. Again, this is a place to show peace. The whole purpose of staging is to show an ideal version of the property that you're selling. I hope that that gives you a good starting place. We're going to be showing you what I have done to my property so that you can get some ideas on what is to be done. Again, I'm not ever going to recommend that you spend a lot of money in this phase. Cleanliness and pleasant atmosphere are more important than anything else. So, thank you for joining me on this phase of the journey, and we'll be talking about the next phase, which is going to be showing the property. Yay. I am so glad that you spent some time with me here today. I look forward to talking to you every single week. So, in the meantime, you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.